Nasaru is about giving a fighting chance to impoverished children in developing countries, mainly targeting orphans, disadvantaged children who don't have the opportunity to lift themselves out of poverty. The key solution is education. Education will provide a way for them to live a decent life, to not starve anymore, to travel and study abroad and get a greater education through scholarship fundings, and therefore going back and helping those that they could reach back and help pull out of poverty, because the foundation of surviving and deliverance from poverty is education.
I was so amazed at what I saw, what I learned about the African people. We went to Uganda. The children, the grown-ups were so welcoming, so beautiful, so happy with so little. Looking out of my hotel window, I could see children playing in the alley. They were just not playing, they were living in the alley, in the shacks. So you have this dichotomy of the rich and the very poor. And that's what Nasaru is trying to do, to help the very poor. And these are very poor orphan children.
Well, my role in Nasaru is on the advisory board. The skill set I bring to bring a benefit is like facilities, plant operations manager, to be able to have diverse expertise in everything from IT to manufacturing environments to air conditioning and other trades, to help be able to build a team and manage a team that can maintain the facility as it's being built, as well as afterwards.
When I was a little girl, in junior high, I was looking at, I think I was about in the 6th grade when Kennedy started the Peace Corps. And I saw that I had never seen Africans before. And I saw these Peace Corps volunteers working in villages and helping the poor and the starving and showing the bloated bellies of children with sores around their mouth and sick and everything. And I cried and I said, when I grow up, I got to go over there. I have to go over there. I'm going to go and see these Africans, and I'm going to take them some food and make sure that they don't starve anymore. So that was my biggest dream.
Initially, I was brought on to teach the children how to crochet as an avenue for sustainable income. Instead of having people come and utilize them to make money for other people, to teach them a skill that they can then turn around and sell the items that they make. But then I've kind of transitioned more into an administrative role as a secretary of the organization. So I'm trying to help get things in line, make sure that we're in compliance with all of our 501c3 guidelines, make sure that our bylaws are the way that they need to be in accordance to the company structure.
Oh my God, Monolithic Domes are the wave of the future.
Monolithic Dome is a name that I derived for these concrete dome buildings. Monolithic means one piece. The biggest thing of it is it's any building you want that is tough and energy efficient.
It's because of their durability, their somewhat ease of building, the low maintenance, the way they hold up. I mean, they scale it by, centuries versus decades, like a typical house structure.
We have a better chance of survival of tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. They are the most sustainable structures that can survive. Gerald, Texas was flattened. Only one home survived, Monolithic Dome.
Well, Nasaru is a project in Africa, and they need to build buildings for far less money. And so consequently, we're going to use an airform that they can use over 100 times. So they'll build 100 buildings with one airform. And we'll teach them how to do it by using hand equipment. They won't have to have spray guns. They won't have to they can put the concrete on by hand.
And what that could mean for people in Africa who are living in shacks, that they will be able to be taught to build these domes themselves And so when you think about the weather and the monsoons that happen there, how hot it is there, a dome structure will be able to give them the safety from the elements that they need, that they can then concentrate on other things that are more pressing for their communities.
I think everyone with a heart, with a compassion for children, would love to support Nasaru.
From my experience, you have to help people to imagine the devastation of another person's life, and you primarily try to put them in another person's shoes. Imagine if you didn't have toothpaste to brush your teeth, or clean water to drink every day, or a refrigerator to go to get anything you wanted to eat. Imagine that you couldn't go to a hamburger place or go to a restaurant. There were none. Or had any pretty clean clothes or a closet full of clothes. Imagine not having a closet. Imagine not having sheets and bedspreads or something to comb your hair. They cut the children's hair off over there because they don't have products. So the girls can't grow their hair. Most girls' heads are bald-headed. But imagine that you can't get in your car and drive great distances. You have to walk everywhere through a jungle or a dirt road or a rugged road that's almost like riding a camel. They're so bad. Imagine not being able to go to school and not have paper and pencil and computers. You have to memorize everything because there are no supplies, no computers, no food program, no lunch, no dinner. Imagine going to school hungry or going to work hungry or having something that you have to eat the same of every day because you don't have a variety over there. Imagine not having any money and not knowing when your meal is going to come the next day. So for those of you who have all of those things, like my mother said, if you have something, you can share.